What is up, everyone? It's Bang back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a game that I've been playing a lot lately, Spectre Divide. I want to break down why the game is getting so much attention, most likely because of Shroud, and because of its CS-like, Valorant-like qualities with a little bit of a twist, which is something you need because you can't just play another game like Valorant. You can't just play another game like CS. You need something different about it to capture people's attention. Spectre Divide at its core is a game where players choose sponsors, which are essentially unique class loadouts that you can customize based on your playstyle. What really grabbed me from the start was how polished the game already feels, even though it's in alpha, beta, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The controls are tight, and the pacing in the game keeps you at the edge of your seat, just like any CS or Valorant game. Visually, the graphics are pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's anything groundbreaking, but it does have a Borderlands graphic, noir stylized type of feel to it, which separates it from CS and Valorant. Where this game truly shines in the fact that it's a 3v3, but each person is controlling two characters on the map, and each person has a particular sponsor with unique utilities and abilities. Let's get right into each one of the sponsors and talk about what they do and how they can help you win games and what the utilities are. So there are 8 different sponsors in Spectre Divide, each offering a distinct set of abilities that you can completely change on how you approach each match. Let me break them down. Bloom Technologies. If you're the type of player who likes to support your team and keep them in the fight, Bloom is your go-to. The focus on healing and shielding, you've got the Hex Barrier for providing cover, Twin Men for dual healing, and the Swarm Grenade, which not only damages but also creates a smoke screen. So I like this class in a sense that if you want a smoke, I would choose this class over the Smoke Grenade class, solely based on the fact that your smoke also does damage. Again, a double whammy. Morgan United. Morgan is perfect for players who love controlling the battlefield. Their abilities like Smoke Shift and Meltdown, which is what I was talking about before, allow you to create barriers and slow down the enemy, which is crucial for holding strategic points on the map. Now, I think Bloom Technologies is better than Morgan United just on the sole fact that your smoke does damage. In Morgan United, you can throw a smoke and your Meltdown simultaneously so that it can do damage inside of the smoke, but the Swarm Grenade just takes care of that on its own. Riker Industries, which is a class that I've been playing a lot, and if intel gathering and disrupting the enemy's plans are more of your style, Riker's abilities are a match made in heaven. You have the Wave Scan, which can reveal enemy positions. The cool thing about the Wave Scan is that you can place it on one area of the map with one of your Spectres, then switch to your other Spectre on the other side of the map, and the Wave Scan will do a whole scan diagonally across the map, and it can help you figure out where the enemy teams are pushing from. Vector Dynamics. This is for the players who like to be more on the front lines. Vector Dynamics is all about the offense. You have Dual Amp, which increases your fire rate, making you a powerhouse in close combat, and a Vector Wall, which gives you mobile covered as you push forward. This is awesome for pushing onto site, and I think this will be one of the more used sponsors in the game. Pinnacle is a secondary entry option, focusing on supporting offensive strategies. You have the Splinter Grenade, which deals area damage, and Adrenaline, which keeps you in the fight longer with a boost in endurance. I personally did not use this one as much, but the Splinter Grenade was definitely shitting on me a lot. Ghostlink Collective. If you like playing defensively and holding down objectives, Ghostlink is the sponsor for you. Their partition ability creates a wall of invisibility, and a dead zone distorts enemy vision, making it difficult for them to mount an effective attack. New Robotics is all about support. Their Patches ability provides healing, while their Hyperdome offers a strong shield and a fast recall zone, which can be a game changer in a tight situation. Another one of the classes that I really like, which focuses on healing and just having a support character. And then Umbra, which is probably the hardest class to play, but at the same time, the most useful class. This class focuses on disrupting the enemy. You have a recon wing, which allows you to scout enemy positions within a certain radius, and then you have a glare burst, which blinds opponents, giving your team the upper hand. I've seen these used through walls. I've seen these used in bomb situations when you get info from the person that uses their wave scan. It's great. It's awesome. These sponsors are very unique, and each one of them provides some sort of advantage when used correctly together. These sponsors aren't about choosing one with the coolest abilities, even though all of the abilities are pretty cool. They're about figuring out how they fit into your team strategy. Each sponsor offers something unique, and mastering them will be key in winning all these games and getting to that fucking champion rank when the game comes out. The shooting mechanics are solid, as you'd expect from a game backed by Shroud, but the abilities tied to each sponsor is what adds a whole new layer of strategy. Whether you're pushing an objective, holding a site, or trying to outmaneuver the enemy team, the abilities you choose and how you use them can make or break your games. For example, using Morgan's smoke shift to block off a choke point followed by a quick rush with Vector's dual amp can catch an enemy completely off guard. It's all about thinking ahead and adapting on the fly, just like CS2 or Valorant. But like I said, the smokes are cool. I still recommend the swarm grenade. And don't be afraid to combine abilities between each sponsor. I mainly play Riker Industries because I love gathering info for my team and putting a sentry on a smoke or on a swarm grenade, and when another team pushes through that smoke, your sentry immediately notifies you. You get a notification that your sentry was triggered, and then you just give your team info. Each map on Spectre Divide feels meticulously crafted with a mix of open areas, tight corridors, and verticality that keeps you constantly on your toes. What I really appreciate is how each map seems to have been designed with the sponsor's abilities in mind, offering multiple ways to approach objectives and outplay your opponents. So this kind of thoughtful design makes the game incredibly replayable, as no two matches ever feel the same if you're not using the same sponsors. You'll find yourself constantly coming up with new strategies based on your team sponsors, composition, and the map you're on. The sound designs are awesome. The audio cues are clear and distinct, which is crucial in a game where strategy is timing and everything. The sound effects of each ability are satisfying and help you keep track of what's happening during the intense firefights. What's cool is that even if you're not on your Spectre, you do get a notification if somebody is walking fast around your Spectre that's not in use, but you don't get a notification if they're walking slower or crouching. So that's just something to keep in mind. The community around Spectre Divide is already buzzing, and it's for a good reason. There's a lot of excitement about where the game could go, especially with Shroud's involvement. The devs are active, taking feedback seriously, which is always a good sign. Fuck you 343, you're never living it down. You failed me and you failed Halo. As the game moves closer to release, I'm confident we'll see more refinements and maybe some new content that only will add to the game's depth. If the beta is anything, or alpha, whatever you want to call it, to go by, Spectre Divide has the potential to become a staple in the tactical shooter scene alongside of CS2 and Valorant. So after all this info, what do I really think? Let's think about it. It's shaping up to be something special. The mix of tactical gameplay, unique sponsors, and a well-designed world makes it stand out in a crowded market. Sure, it's still in beta. There are a few kinks to work out, as expected. Overall, I'm excited to see where the game goes, whether you're a fan of shooters, love strategy, or just want something fresh to sink in your teeth. Spectre Divide is definitely worth the time. Unfortunately, the beta has ended, or alpha. Fuck, it's the alpha. I keep saying beta. But there will be an open beta coming soon, hopefully, and then everybody will get to play. And I highly recommend you do. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see when the next daily uploads are coming out. Let me know down below in the comments which sponsor you like to play if you play the alpha, and if you didn't play the alpha, let me know if you're playing the beta. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.